Welcome to Plot 27. This video is the storyline of a 2014 Korean drama movie titled My Brilliant Life. At a cafe, Dae-soo is in a panic because his girlfriend Mira is pregnant. Both of them are only 17 years old, and Dae-soo is afraid they'll be expelled from school. Unlike Dae-soo, Mira believes that they can take care of and raise their baby together. Mira is the youngest of 6 siblings, with 5 older brothers. After having an argument with his father, Dae-soo decides to quit school and leave home. Eventually, they get married and have a son named Ah-reum. But Ah-reum is diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder called progeria, a condition that causes premature aging in children. Even though Ah-reum is only 16 years old, he looks like he's 80. A TV station airs their story. Since his illness appeared, Ah-reum has been receiving weekly treatments. In addition to progeria, Ah-reum also suffers from a heart condition that puts him at risk of losing his eyesight. Dr. Lee explains that progeria patients age 10 times faster than normal people. Their aging can be delayed but not cured. Dae-soo works as a taxi driver, while Mira works at a laundry. Despite their hard work, it's still not enough to cover Ah-reum's medical expenses. After watching the TV segment, their neighbor, Mr. Jang, angrily visits them, complaining that the producer had cut out the part of his interview. The producer of the show is Mira's former classmate, Sung-mok. Together with his colleague, Kim, he made the program to raise donations for Ah-reum's treatment. After picking Mira up from work, the three of them go to a park called Sky Park. A group of teenagers harasses Ah-reum in the restroom, thinking he's some kind of freak, but Dae-soo shows up and beats them up. A police officer comes to break up the fight, but Dae-soo accidentally kicks him. Later, Dr. Lee reveals that a blood vessel in Ah-reum's head has ruptured. Ah-reum never told his parents when he was in pain. Dr. Lee advises Mira to admit Ah-reum to the hospital immediately, as he may not survive until the end of the year. During this time, Ah-reum writes stories about his parents' struggles. One day, he receives an email from a girl named Soha. It turns out Soha is also sick, and they become friends. Mira feels guilty because she used to go running while pregnant and even prayed that Ah-reum wouldn't be born. The next day, Ah-reum tells Mr. Jang that he'll be hospitalized tomorrow. Hearing that, Mr. Jang reassures him that he'll recover soon and return home. At the hospital, Ah-reum is placed in the children's ward, but the other kids cry when they see him. Sung-chan tells Mira that his boss wants to make another show about Ah-reum, but Mira refuses, worried about her son's condition. Overhearing their conversation, Ah-reum insists that he wants to take part in the show. One day, Ah-reum finds nausea medicine in Mira's bag, but she claims it's just vitamins. During his day off, Dae-soo takes a part-time job as a security guard. His friend tells him they'll need extra staff next week for a Girls' Generation concert, and Dae-soo eagerly accepts since he's a big fan. Mira and Dae-soo receive a large amount of donations for Ah-reum's treatment, including one anonymous donor who gives the biggest contribution. Mr. Jang visits Ah-reum after his TV shoot, still annoyed with Sung-chan. Soha tells Ah-reum that her mother passed away from the same illness. Meanwhile, Dae-soo is assigned to guard 3 members of Girls' Generation. Sung-chan plans to tell Ah-reum and Soha's friendship story in the next episode. Ah-reum gives him Soha's email address, hoping they can also help her through the show. Mira pleads with Ah-reum to stop filming because his condition is worsening. Sung-chan then interviews Mr. Jang instead. Dr. Lee advises Dae-soo to stop Ah-reum from reading once he starts squinting his eyes. Hearing that, Ah-reum asks Soha to send him a photo because his vision is fading. Ah-reum becomes sad when Soha stops replying to his emails. He worries something bad has happened to her. During a checkup, Ah-reum asks Dr. Lee when he's going to die. Pressed for an answer, Dr. Lee finally tells him that he only has 1 or 2 months left to live. Dae-soo and Mira notice Ah-reum's change in attitude. They fall silent when he says he just wants to do something he loves before he dies. Ah-reum asks Dae-soo to take him to Sky Park to see the stars, but Dae-soo panics when Ah-reum says he can't see anymore. After returning him to the hospital, Dae-soo goes home and meets his father, only to discover that the anonymous donor was actually him. Dae-soo apologizes, and before he leaves, his father gives him a hat for Ah-reum. Mira asks Dae-soo to stop working so they can spend more time with Ah-reum. When Mr. Jang visits the hospital, he's heartbroken to learn that Ah-reum has gone blind. He tells Ah-reum to take care of himself and promises that someday they'll meet again. It's Christmas Day, and Ah-reum has one last wish before he dies. He wants to go downtown to see the New Year's Eve bell. He also asks Dae-soo to print his story file, but tells him not to read it. Dr. Lee doesn't allow Ah-reum to leave the hospital because it's too dangerous, but Dae-soo pleads, saying that at the end of his life, he just wants the three of them to be together. After hearing that, Dr. Lee finally agrees to let them go. The three of them head downtown to see the New Year's bell, but they get stuck in traffic. Ah-reum already knows that Mi-ra is pregnant. He asks her to tell his future sibling that his big brother once touched their head. Then, Ah-reum asks Mi-ra to read his story, a piece titled The Heartbeat of Spring. In it, Ah-reum tells the story of how his parents first met. After Mi-ra finishes reading, Ah-reum passes away, and the movie comes to an end. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.